Besides, I can remember a time when you saved all our butts.
Mother, what it is, guys? It's your boy BlastphamousHD, aka Young Child Support, and today is Young Child Support Day, aka Halloween. With that being said, y'all sent me some compilations from my favorite show. Oh, also good news. Make sure to buy my mixtape. I've been sending out these burnable CDs. The mixtape is called Better Than Diddy Oils. Make sure to cop that. Buy copies of them for your friends. You can even throw them at people if they disrespect you. That's how versatile Young Child Support's music is. You know, fun for the family, especially as weapons. Let's do this.
Today we're diving into all the times Peter Griffin's weight changed in Family Guy. Stick around until the end so you don't miss any of the hilarious moments. Let's go. Peter Gets Liposuction, Season 2, Episode 17.
Attention world leaders. I have 137 nuclear warheads trained on every capital city around the globe. The world is now under my control. But oh no, I'm naked.
Oh,
The story starts with Brian infesting the kids with fleas, making them itch.
Yep.
Stewie is especially affected, unable to sleep, and running to his parents' room for help. Lois concludes that Brian is the culprit, prompting an angry Stewie to consider dealing with Brian Old Yeller style.
Old Yeller, did I get a call from Tony?
Oh, yeah, he left a message. I forgot to tell you.
Is it on the machine?
I erased it.
All right, out back.
When the mother decides to deal with Old Yeller for accidentally deleting a voicemail, her son steps in, asking to handle it himself since it's his dog.
that's dark.
No, Ma. Yeller's my dog. I'll do it.
Oh, come on. He'll call back.
Peter doesn't disappoint with his quirky ideas, suggesting they learn the flea's language to coexist peacefully, but Lois dismisses this absurdity and calls in pest control.
Logan, let's go.
I can't. I just can't.
That's real,
What's
bro.
with you, Logan? You look like hell. Flaherty. He just watched his wife and kid get carried away by 7 million fire ants. I don't want to meet the man who looks good after that.
Real.
Instead of traditional equipment, the exterminators arrive armed to the teeth, shooting up the house to eliminate the fleas, leading to a forced closure for repairs. To compensate for the chaos, Brian checks the family into a hotel, but Peter reminds Lois to bring cash since not all places accept cards.
But mister, I need real money. I can't take a credit card.
Hey, you gonna take this credit card home.
No paper trail,
Yeah,
What are you selling?
doing?
Reefer? Crack?
Yeah.
Smack? Horse?
Huh?
Heads? Shrooms? Dust?
Yep.
Meth? In my
Yep.
neighborhood? I don't think so.
Not here, buddy.
At the hotel, Lois praises the
Child
cleanliness
Support
and
know all
pleasant
about that.
smell, but Stewie uses a UV light to uncover several questionable stains.
Just as I thought. Oatmeal, spittle, semen. Oh, this must be where Wilford Brimley was strangled by Bob Crane.
The next morning, the family heads to the pool, and everyone is cheerful except for Chris, who sits glumly, leading Peter to suspect that Lois has hit him, causing bruises that prevent him from swimming.
What are you hiding under your shirt? Do you have bruises? Did somebody hit you? Lois, what did you do to my son?
Will you keep your voice down? You're embarrassing him.
When Lois inquires, they discover that Chris feels self-conscious about his weight. Lois reassures him, saying, "No one thinks you're fat," but a hotel employee mocks Chris, contradicting her.
Honey, no one thinks you're fat.
I'm sorry, sir. You can't park your van on the diving board.
This is my son.
Oh, my apologies.
Hey, Tom, he's not a van. He's just a fat kid.
Peter attempts to comfort Chris, joking that he's not as fat as his great-uncle Jabba the Griffin. Lois suggests a healthy diet and exercise regimen to help Chris lose weight, while Meg shares a supermodel trick of using a finger to induce vomiting, though Peter decides to keep that idea for himself.
Bro, come on, bro. What is that?
Peter, you okay?
Don't you swallow that, man. You better.
Chris begins his weight loss plan with a vegetable-rich diet and intense fat-burning exercises devised by Peter.
Come on. You can do it. Feel the burn, Chris. Feel the burn.
When Chris refuses to jog, Peter cleverly dangles a Twinkie in front of him to motivate him.
Hey, a Twinkie!
There you go. Yeah.
I'm gonna get you!
Yep.
Eventually, Peter takes Chris to swim in a creek, where Chris attempts to leap like a salmon, but ends up getting caught by a bear.
Attaboy. All the way upstream, buddy. Okay, just relax. Try to soil yourself like we practiced.
After strenuous dieting and exercise, Chris steps on the scale to find he's gained weight, disappointing Peter, who confides in his friend Cleveland. Cleveland recommends liposuction. Peter takes Chris to the doctor, but shockingly, Peter ends up getting the procedure instead.
My God, it's finally happened. He's become so massive, he's collapsed into himself like a neutron star.
Lois worries when she learns Peter had 100 pounds of fat removed, but Peter assures her he feels fantastic, likening it to Lois's post-pregnancy relief after having Chris.
Oh, shit.
Now slim, Peter's first wish is to saddle up Brian like a horse. Brian protests, but nothing stops Peter.
You know, I like Hillary Clinton. I don't care what anyone says.
Ah, Peter, what's... Yeah! Come on, old
bones
paint.
in your ass.
Come on!
Ow.
Yeah!
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Back home, Peter is thrilled to see his abs for the first time.
I see you.
When Lois points out his imperfections, like close-set eyes and a flabby chest, Peter decides on full-body surgery to become perfect.
Oh, this is crazy. You walk in here with your chiseled jaw and you... Oh, my. I liked you the way you were.
Yep,
You're
that's
not even
it, too.
real
Yeah,
anymore.
let's say all that.
Peter, did you get a new buttocks?
Lois finds herself unable to resist the allure of Peter's new muscular form.
You really let this family down. We should be embracing the things God gave us, not telling our kids that a person's not as good as someone else because of the way they look.
Oh, holy crap.
Now truly transformed, Peter meets Warren Fredericks at the supermarket, who teaches him the perks of being attractive, like skipping queues. Warren explains that beauty commands attention, reminding Peter of a pretty girl who once visited his house.
Hi, I'm on a scavenger hunt, and I need a human foot.
Well, as a rule, I would say no, but okay, come in. So this is what? This is for like a school project?
Peter joins Quahog's Beautiful People Club, receiving a gift basket with cake and a special cologne that makes him alluring even while farting.
Here's your introductory basket. It's got some scented lotions, Ferrari sunglasses, and of course some pills to make...
That basket usually comes with a chick, if the basket were delivered by one, and nothing else.
Your bowel movements smell like bakery fresh cinnamon rolls.
At home, Lois is irked by Peter altering their wedding photo and reminds him that Chris still needs his help to lose weight.
Yeah, he finally figured out how to catch the Twinkie.
I'm turning you into poop.
Peter's idea is to take Chris to meet the club's beautiful members for motivation. However, Warren refuses entry to Chris, calling him too fat. Peter selfishly tells Chris to go home.
But, Dad, trust me, Chris, sometimes it's better not to fit in. You're all stupid. See, they're gonna be looking for Army guys.
Chris's increased self-consciousness enrages Lois, who scolds Peter for mistreating their son.
How could you treat Chris that way? You know he's self-conscious about his weight.
What are you getting mad at me for? After all, he gets his fat from your jeans, which, by the way, I'm wearing.
Oh, I hate what you've become.
Unbothered by Lois's nagging, Peter declares he needs no one and leaves, while Meg consoles a frustrated Chris.
Thanks, Meg. I'm jealous of your mustache.
I don't have a mustache. Do I?
Oh, honey, it's fine. It makes you look distinguished.
But, Mom!
Now, Meg, I think all my children are beautiful.
Driving away, Peter is captivated by his rearview reflection, crashes, and lands in a vat of lard, reverting to his obese self.
But I think I should tell you it's a miracle that you're alive at all.
Damn.
We did all we can, but medical science has come just so far.
Just so far.
And now I will take off this protective potato head mask.
Peter gains weight after binging on fast food in Season 15, Episode 16. One beautiful morning, the Griffin family watches a Netflix commercial together.
And if you love the golden year of movies, 2003, then we might have some of what you're looking for. Netflix streaming. Buffer for 20 minutes, then watch 35 minutes of a movie with Jason Statham.
Lois returns home with a free DVD from a PBS fundraiser, a documentary about the food industry titled Food Kills. A man in the documentary warns against consuming too much processed food as it can lead to obesity.
At this rate, this is what the future will look like. Those are flying cars, but the people in them are too fat.
Oh no, I left my baby in there!
After watching the DVD, Lois decides the family will eat healthy to be fitter and look better. Peter protests, arguing that looking good doesn't always solve problems, just like plastic surgery didn't help Droopy the dog.
Contrary to my appearance, I'm still not happy. Please study my brain so that others don't suffer as I have.
Should have started watching anime.
That evening, armed with knowledge from the DVD, Lois prepared a healthy meal featuring quinoa and vegetables. Peter grimaced at the strange names, refusing to eat what he thought sounded like karate terms.
What's this stuff that looks like sand?
It's quinoa.
Nope, I don't eat foods that sound like karate words.
However, after seeing Brian enjoy the meal, he reluctantly tried a bite, but his body quickly rejected it. Only gummy candies were acceptable.
My body's rejecting it.
I'm like that with vegetables.
Name? Quinoa.
Nah.
Sorry, sir, we're full.
Nah, get out of here.
Come on in, Gummy
Yeah,
Bears.
come on in.
Oh, you were looking fine
Especially the one with the two-piece bathing
Later
suit
that
on.
night, hunger drove Peter to the kitchen, only to find Chris had beaten him to it.
There's nothing.
Thank you, son.
Forced to seek something tasty, Peter drove to a nearby convenience store to gather ingredients for his ultimate sandwich.
Peanut butter cup Dorito sausage car panini. And let's crack a Cadbury egg over the whole thing. I'm gonna use my spare glove compartment underwear as a napkin.
I can't believe Randy Quaid gets to eat like this every day.
The mouth-watering aroma of his creation attracted Cleveland, who was tired of Donna's healthy cooking. Soon, two other men approached, eager to buy sandwiches for $10 each.
If I sell 2 sandwiches for $10 each, that equals... money.
Peter quickly earned $20 and had a light bulb moment. He could start a food truck business.
Wonder how much I could make.
Whoops, I stopped thinking about math and started thinking about baby man Billy Corgan being sad at Disneyland.
The next morning, Peter brought home a food truck,
No way
excitedly
one could be
telling
sad
Lois
at
it was for selling
Disneyland.
delicious yet
Impossible.
unhealthy food.
Specializing in all the delicious, unhealthy foods that you won't let me eat. Because you don't let me eat what I want to eat, and I am super dizzy, and there might be a gas leak in this thing.
Lois is incredulous that Peter bought a food truck and questions what he'll serve. Naturally, Peter plans to sell fast food like burgers with jelly donut buns and drinks with sausage straws.
Another milkshake, please.
Look, I'm happy for the business, but drinking that on your knees it's putting a hat on a hat.
Lois is disgusted and declares it unhealthy, but Peter insists people love it because it makes them happy. As they argue, Joe arrives, ordering a Swedish fish taco.
You got it. Let me put on my bandana, fire up my very loud what generator, and get cooking.
Why does that sound like a dirty name?
What?
Peter's food truck quickly gained popularity, with customers happily paying through an iPad.
Okay, great. And just sign by dragging your bare finger across this thing I use to masturbate.
Okay.
Thank you. Please make sure to bang your head on that low-hanging thing.
What do you... Ah!
Peter pulls out all the stops to make a sale. He'll even chase down customers while they're driving.
You had the soup, right?
No, cheeseburger?
That's right. You had a Cobb salad, right?
What are you doing back there?
This is also a meth lab.
That evening, Lois prepares another healthy dinner, but the family, now addicted to Peter's fast food, rejects her veggie dishes.
All right, I got a bowl of cereal that's M&M's and Dr. Pepper.
Over here.
Chris, put that down. You kids get in the house and eat the healthy dinner I prepared. And
Frustrated, Lois demands Peter shut down his food truck and join the family for a healthy meal, but Peter refuses. Furious, Lois tells Peter to stay in his precious truck if he loves it so much.
Maybe I'll just live here. I can imagine it now. Whoops. I stopped thinking about the truck and started thinking about Amazon woman Brigitte Nielsen drunk.
I really thought that was Jada Pinkett Smith. Isn't it? Look at her. She's just the same shape and hair and everything.
In a Burbank Park.
The next morning, Peter greets his friends from the truck, shocking them. Quagmire thinks living in the truck is awful, but Peter prefers it to Lois's nagging, feeling happier than a pumpkin on Halloween.
Dad? Are they coming to take us away too?
No, son, we're fine.
How about on Thanksgiving?
You know what? Just enjoy the month.
After days of fast food, Peter gains weight uncontrollably. Quagmire excitedly informs Peter that Bing's map car is about to pass by, and they had planned to wave from the front yard to appear on the street view. However, Peter is now too fat to squeeze out of the truck.
Oh my God, Bing! Bing! Over here, Bing!
They can't see you, Peter. You're facing away from the street.
Stop talking, Quagmire. Just smile.
As Bing's car passes, Peter regrets missing his chance, hoping he won't end up stuck like Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, Rabbit, perhaps you should push with your shoulder and not your fist.
Don't worry about it.
With no other option, Lois calls rescue services. They tear off the truck's roof and hoist Peter out with a crane, with Trisha interviewing him.
Nobody look! This is a private, gross matter.
Mr. Griffin, is this performance art or some sort of political statement?
Well, I'm kind of ticked about condoms and porn, but this is unrelated.
Peter apologizes and feels embarrassed, but Lois reassures him she only wants him to eat healthily so they can—
Man, that's how they got Gucci third leg, man. Who taught people that you could get 3,000 bodies and never even think about user protection? Even young child support don't think that that's smart.
stay together longer. As firefighters hose him down, Bing's map car passes again, capturing Peter.
Ma'am, please step back. We have to wash him with a hose.
Oh, what type of hose? You talking Peruvian or Colombian?
Guys, look, the Bing car is back.
No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
In Season 3, Episode 10, Peter becomes overweight due to unemployment. After losing his job, he transforms into a lazy, gluttonous man who only eats and drinks, neglecting everyone around him. This frustrates Lois, who urges him to do something productive.
Brian, let's go for a walk.
Brian takes him to a nearby dock where Peter sadly realizes he has been out of work for too long. Brian suggests Peter should do something he enjoys, like the Fisherman out at sea.
What's that, Daddy?
Well, that's Mercury, Jake, the planet closest to the sun. What it's doing down here by the wharf, I haven't the foggiest, but we should probably ask a scientist.
I'm a guy, you jackass!
Back home, Peter decides to shed his excess weight and re-enter the workforce, aspiring to become a professional fisherman, which worries Lois. But Peter reassures her, claiming he has plenty of sea experience.
You know how much time I've spent on the ocean? Wilson! What are we gonna do now? Wilson! Wilson!
My name is Voight, dumbass.
Joe and the gang attend an auction of confiscated goods from criminals, where Quagmire gleefully bids $50 on an item he loves.
We open today's bidding with this pair of panties confiscated from a prostitute.
$50.
She had 9 STDs.
$45.
And when we caught her, she wet herself.
$50.
Peter is intrigued by a boat and is ready to spend $50,000 on it, despite Seamus warning him that it's haunted. The last captain, Salty, died mysteriously on board.
You want to buy that boat? Go ahead, take it. But don't expect me to fish your dead body from an angry sea that gave you fair warning.
Are you up for bids too? You are just precious.
Peter heads to Jim's Bank, a private establishment that dabbles not only in banking, but also in tattoo artistry, to secure a loan for his boat.
So, what do you want on your thigh?
I want a skull.
Okay, well, I can draw Kermit the Frog. How about a nice...
Oh, my bad. I thought he was a masseuse. Almost scared the hell out of me, man. A dude masseuse is as scary as a dude babysitter. Think about that.
Kermit the Frog.
No, I want a skull.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and do Kermit the Frog.
When he and his friends go to pick it up, he encounters a nasty man named Hennessy, who misleadingly tells Peter about a spot with plenty of fish, but it turns out to be a lie to discourage Peter from fishing in an already crowded harbor.
Let's see, latitude 42, longitude 71. This is it? What the hell?
Oh, but he killed Mordecai, the dancing Yiddish clown.
Stop crying. You just became a man, now act like one.
Their rivalry begins with Hennessy playing dirty tricks on Peter, including changing a sign to attract gay customers to buy fish.
Wow. So how do you do it?
Oh, you're very nice to ask. Well, first I hang the old worm out there. They usually go for it. So I jerk them around a little, they fight for a while, and then they just lay back and accept it.
One intrigued customer asks to meet Peter in private, leaving Hennessy amused.
How about we get together later?
Okay. What the hell? Oh, damn it!
Business goes poorly for Peter, leading him to miss interest payments, resulting in the bank repossessing their home's furnishing.
Peter, listen, the bank's taking all our stuff. And according to this, if you don't pay them within 48 hours, they get the house too.
Oh boy, I get to go live at the bank!
Worse, despite having one day left to repay the loan, the bank sells Peter's mortgaged house to someone else, who moves in their new furniture and hangs a Van Gogh painting, asking Stewie if it's beautiful. Stewie sarcastically agrees.
The port is quite good.
Yes, quite good. Indeed.
Most certainly.
What year is it? 51.
Ah, delectable.
Indeed. Yes.
Oh dear.
What is it?
I've spontaneously combusted. Oh, I am sorry.
Oh, it's quite all right. I've grown tired of living.
Ah, very good then.
For the best.
Yes, indeed. Oh, is it raining again?
While Lois and Meg are away on vacation, they call home to check on everyone, prompting a panicked Peter to quickly end the call.
See how you guys are doing.
We're fine.
What's all that noise?
Nothing.
Peter, I need you to take out the trash.
Okay, Lois. Lois, I gotta go.
At the bar, Peter glumly tells his friends he's about to lose both his house and his beloved boat.
How am I gonna come up with 50 grand by tomorrow?
Well, you could whore yourself out to 1,000 fat chicks for $50 apiece. Or 50 really fat chicks for $1,000. What? Don't look at me like that. Fat chicks need love too.
Hennessy challenges Peter to earn $50,000 by capturing Daggermouth, a ferocious and dangerous sea creature described by Seamus. Despite the risk, Peter has no other choice.
I am not gonna let my family live on the street. Not even if it means ending up like Seamus here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a date with Destiny.
So were you like in an accident or what?
No, me father was a tree.
That night, Peter worries about killing the carnivorous fish, but new neighbors encourage him, boosting his confidence.
Yeah, you can do it. Who's my big brave boy, huh?
Me.
Who's my big brave boy?
Me.
The next morning, as Peter was getting ready to set sail, his friends arrived, eager to join him. After all, they were close friends, and Peter had saved all of them before, so helping each other was the right thing to do.
Oh, come on, you're our best friend, Peter. Besides, I can remember a time when you saved all our butts.
On the boat, they pass time discussing celebrities. After hours, they reach Fish Stench Cove, Daggermouth's lair.
Right now, all we gotta do is find the fish.
I wonder where that fish did go. A fish, oh.
They navigate deeper into the cave, discovering the fierce blue fish, but it swiftly gains the upper hand. Spotting an opening, Peter seizes the moment to attack and subdues the creature. Suddenly, Salty appears, revealing that the fish is actually a robot he created for his business.
Daggermouth t-shirts, mugs, posters, and I'm in talks with Nickelodeon for a cartoon show. Figured I'd pair him with an effeminate cat. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Sure.
Yeah, me too.
Sounds like a good balance.
In exchange for Peter's silence, Salty gives him $50,000, which Peter uses to pay off his debts, reclaim his possessions, and evict the new family from his home, though the episode ends with them still there.
Good night, honey.
Good night, Lois. Good night, Jim and Abby.
Good night.
Not now, Abby.
Peter gains weight after consuming large amounts of dry food in Season 2, Episode 3.
And that concludes our special half-hour salute to the past 1,000 years.
We leave you this New Year's Eve with a look back at some of those we've lost this millennium.
The Griffin family is watching TV when Meg excitedly announces that Kevin has invited her to Quagmire's Millennium Party.
Yeah, there's nothing like a party at someone else's house. You never have to worry about cleaning up the mess. Hey! Hey! Hey!
Later, Peter heads to the grocery store and encounters a man in a chicken costume offering him a coupon. Peter refuses, recalling how a giant chicken once tricked him with an expired coupon, leading to an epic fight.
The reason why that makes me laugh is because I hate it when people hit me up trying to tell me about all the new people that are passing away. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I always retort with somebody that passed away like 50 years ago or something. You know what I mean? Tell people how devastating it was when the stingray took out the dude that took out the crocodiles. Swear to God, the crocodiles put a hit out on them, but since they didn't have opposable thumbs, they sent the stingrays to do it. I got receipts. I know all the conspiracies. Ooh. Turn up on them. Yep.
The man warns Peter about the dangers of Y2K, predicting that all computers will crash at midnight, planes will fall from the sky, and nuclear weapons will explode,
annihilating the entire planet.
And?
Silly rabbit,
Yeah,
tricks are for
tricks
kids.
are for kids.
Damn long ears trying to take Easter away from Jesus. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Alarmed, Peter buys a huge supply of dry food to prepare.
Oh, forget the party, the world's gonna end. Y2K. I heard it from a chicken man.
Oh, Peter, you are the height of just too muchery.
Inside the house, the Griffin family is ready for tonight's New Year's Eve celebration, especially Stewie, who is dressed in a cute little outfit.
Oh, Stewie, you're adorable.
Yes, I rather like the sash, but do the Huggies make my ass look big?
Lois grows irritated, wondering where Peter is, telling Brian that Peter always takes forever to pick an outfit.
Peter, we're gonna be late for my cousin's wedding. Aren't you dressed yet?
Oh, crap. Well, one of us is gonna have to change. Unzip me.
Perhaps Peter is busy getting ready for the impending disaster, and indeed, he surprises everyone by showing up in a full astronaut suit.
Peter, you've been down there all day. I hope you're all ready. Ah!
Oh my God! The government is here! Run, E.T., run!
Although everyone doubts Peter's doomsday prophecy, they humor him by descending into the basement and wearing protective gear.
Oh dear me, yes, this is how I wanted to enter the new millennium. Locked in a basement with imbeciles dressed like a gay Neil Armstrong.
Everyone is annoyed about missing the Millennium Party, but Peter is vindicated when planes start falling from the sky right after midnight, followed by nuclear explosions.
Oh, what the hell? Come here, Hillary.
What'd I miss?
Luckily, the Griffin family survives, but Cleveland and Quagmire aren't as fortunate, having been exposed to radiation and fused together.
That's Quagland.
Quagland? Oh, you must be dreaming.
Not about kicking your fat ass.
They visit the Griffins in search of food, but the Griffins have already eaten everything. Lois sighs, remembering how Peter had always wasted food.
Here, Tom Selleck. Come on. Down the hatch. Come on. Hey! None for you, Higgins. Trying to steal Tom Selleck's food. No! You've had yours.
Lois is grateful that Peter had stockpiled a year's worth of dry food, but somehow Peter's eaten it all in one go, expanding into a giant after drinking water.
Peter, what are you doing? You just ate a year's worth of food.
What a waste of money. I'm still hungry. Everyone leave. I have to poop. Now!
Peter and Brian scour the area for food, but come up empty. Peter decides to take his family to another land in search of supplies, convinced there will be food at a Twinkie factory in Natick, having heard stories about it on TV.
It was difficult for Twink to play with other children. He was different. He was definitely, he had no bones, and he couldn't really play any sports.
One show featured a boy without bones, and the family gifted him a rope to play Wonder Woman.
He spent hours in the backyard playing Wonder Woman. He's gonna kill me.
After a long journey, their car runs out of fuel, forcing them to walk. Fortune smiles on them when they find the Twinkie factory filled with dry food, determined
Never dress your child up as a Happy Meal tampon. They haven't done studies. Actually, they have. It's just not good. It's just no good.
Decides to build a new town, better than Quahog, at the site. They quickly establish a new town, but baby Stewie gets radiation poisoning, transforming into a half-human, half-octopus creature.
My big handsome boy.
The devil are you talking about, handsome? I'm repugnant. I'm a radio-bloody-active freak.
Peter assumes the role of mayor and enforces bizarre laws that frustrate the townsfolk, like forcing a qualified doctor to draw lots for a different job.
Now pick a job out of the hat. Oh, village idiot, that's a good one. On Tuesdays, you get to wave your penis at traffic. Congratulations.
He applies this job lottery to everyone, including the elderly and even animals.
Go!
You see, Doc, my back tooth is killing me.
Peter and his friends brainstorm ways to develop the town, suggesting building schools, hospitals, or even a movie theater as Brian desires.
But when I saw the movie, it looked like Audrey Hepburn not only didn't have breakfast at Tiffany's,
She hadn't eaten anything in a year. Woo! I'm such a bitch.
However, Peter believes they need guns to maintain order, which worries Cleveland, who argues that guns only lead to trouble. Peter dismisses his concerns, confident they can handle any issues as they arise.
Besides, without guns, how would our forefathers have settled their differences?
8, 9, 10, and turn.
Meanwhile, Octopus Stewie notices he has gained weight and starts laying numerous eggs. Peter repurposes all the irrigation pipes to create a gun, angering the townsfolk who protest against him. Nevertheless, Peter insists he is the lord of this land for discovering the Twinkie factory after the world collapsed.
I'm the one who knew the world was going to end. I'm the one who found the Twinkie factory and started this town. And I'm the one who gave elocution lessons to Rosie Perez.
That's nothing to be proud of.
Don't be stupid. She speak good and everything.
Ultimately, Peter is expelled from the town he founded, and his family follows him, deciding their next destination, a Carvel factory in Framingham, Massachusetts.
Jeez, I haven't been thrown out of any place since I was a counselor at the bulimia clinic. Ah, man, did anybody else throw up after eating that fish last night?
Meanwhile, Stewie's eggs hatch and begin wreaking havoc on the citizens of New Quahog. Quagmire helps Peter lose weight in Season 17, Episode 14. At work, Peter decides to take the stairs to avoid sharing the elevator with a guy who likes him.
Hey, Peter, how about that gay encounter we had?
God, every time with this guy. I'm gonna take the stairs.
But just a few steps in, Peter feels exhausted. He pushes on, but soon he's completely wiped out, drenched in sweat and aching all over, ashamed that he can't even keep up with a spring.
Ah, even Slinky from accounting can make it up the stairs.
Don't forget to turn in your time card, Peter. What are you, allergic to money?
No, I want to get paid. Just forgot.
Peter reflects on how he hasn't felt this out of shape since his days of surfing.
Boy, this is harder than I thought. My arms are getting really tired.
No, you're fine. Just keep going.
Ty, your positivity is infectious.
All right, P-Town wave coming in. I'm just gonna give you a little push. You stand up.
To make matters worse, he gets tricked by a seal in disguise, which tries to lure him into becoming shark bait. Stuck on the stairs all day, Peter decides to make an emergency call like James Franco in 127 hours.
UCLA admissions office.
Yes, I'd like to enroll in a couple of classes so I can have sex with girls not old enough to get into bars.
Feeling desperate, he is relieved when Joe arrives, but Joe also tires out after climbing the stairs.
At least he's got a good excuse.
I can't do it here. You're just gonna have to kill me.
In a moment of madness, Peter hatches a crazy plan. He pulls the fire alarm, hoping the water will make the stairs slippery enough for them to slide down.
Oh, God. Delete. History. No.
The result? The whole company gets flooded, causing millions in damage, and the manager blames Peter for not being able to climb stairs, making Peter feel more ashamed than when he forgot the silent part in George Michael's Faith.
I've started using these pills called Stiff for Hours from the gas station.
'Cause I gotta have faith.
At the Clam, Peter laments to his friends about being too heavy to climb the stairs and desperately seeks their support. Quagmire agrees to help, but insists on following his Quagsberry rules, meaning Peter must obey him regardless of gender.
I've started using these pills called Stiff for Hours from the gas station.
'Cause I gotta have faith.
At the Clam, Peter laments to his friends about being too heavy to climb the stairs and desperately seeks their support. Quagmire agrees to help, but insists on following his Quagsberry rules, meaning Peter must obey him regardless of gender. Without hesitation, Peter agrees and sends a letter to Lois.
I've taken Quagmire's place as a Union soldier in the Civil War. Shortly after I arrived, they amputated my leg. I dared them to, and it was a big mistake. The other guy in my tent is a wet, dead guy.
At Quagmire's house, the first step involves a scanner to ensure Peter isn't hiding food in his clothes.
Taste of the rainbow.
Peter, are you hiding Skittles in your pants?
Shockingly, Peter has hidden lots of candy, taking a while to unload.
Is that all of them?
Just give me a second. When I turned about 40, it started breaking up into two.
Weekend plans?
Please don't talk to me. I need to focus.
Quagmire takes Peter to a gym and introduces him to Jace, the gym owner, who will optimize Peter's diet.
Tell me, what's your favorite kind of food?
Pizza?
Oh, man.
Pizza. What?
You can't eat pizza.
Why not?
Jace dismisses pizza as unhealthy, but when Peter asks why, Jace's vague answer convinces Peter that he's an idiot.
Oh, Peter, you're home from CrossFit. Here, have some pizza.
You know what? Isn't that? It's like, it's very bad.
What?
Wow. After ineffective gym sessions, Quagmire moves their training outdoors, but Peter can't resist fast food restaurants. Eating while exercising gives Peter a stomachache, leading to humorous scenes in a public restroom.
Okay, Peter, whatever you do, don't look down the hole. Oh, God, I looked down the hole!
Never look down the hole.
I got a sense of what's down there.
Peter pretends not to notice the foul smell, but fails, even dipping his palms in the water.
Okay, whatever you do not dip your cupped hand in the water. Oh, God, I'm doing it! Oh, God, what is wrong with me? The chemicals in the water are not breaking down the integrity of these movements.
When the workout ends, Peter confesses to Quagmire that he was faking it in the public restroom to avoid exercising.
Thanks. I was just in there checking my phone. My phone! Okay, Peter, whatever you do not open your eyes underwater.
Back at Quagmire's, Peter's weight increases, prompting Quagmire to lock him in a secret basement without food.
I'm not gonna have sex with you.
Here, Peter is startled by Rancor, a Star Wars monster.
Rancor? What are you doing here?
I'm trying to diet too.
Eating too many pig guys?
I thought it was the pig guys, but you know what? It was the bread.
Initially desperate, Peter pleads with his friends to release him, but they refuse, sticking to the plan.
You told us you would do anything to lose weight.
I lied! I just want to be free! Like a recently divorced man with no kids!
This is nice. This is better.
Quagmire implements a bizarre diet, having Peter eat whatever's in their turned-out pockets. Days later, Peter emerges with a slimmer body but sagging skin, resembling Jonah Hill to a passerby.
What do you guys think?
I don't believe it.
I'm speechless.
Hey, look, it's Jonah Hill sometimes.
Returning to work at the brewery, Peter's new look impresses the managers, especially Sheila, who hints she wants to sleep with him.
Because I will do this, 100%. My wife's in too. I'll call her, we'll do the whole thing. Hey, Lois, I got a 2-top. Okay. She's out, but I'm still in.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment, like, and/or subscribe. Happy Halloween, Twizzles.